Welcome back to Educator.com. In this lesson, we're going to take a look at some quadratic formulas and some applications of quadratics. Specifically, we'll really look at how you can recognize some quadratic equations or some formulas that have quadratics in them. So think of that squared term. Some situations that tend to be very common with quadratic equations are the Pythagorean theorem and the distance formula. Look for some of these when we get to our application problems. So when looking at various different formulas, sometimes they might involve a squared variable in them. Now, if you go through the process of trying to solve for that variable, you might have to try and get it all by itself. But since it's going to be squared, we'll have to use the principle of square roots to get it completely by itself. Now remember that when you're using the principle of square roots, not only will we have one solution that is positive, we'll also have another one that is negative. Let's see this really quick for a small formula. So in this formula, I have E equals m times c squared. And let's go ahead and try and solve for c. As I work to try and get it all by itself, the first thing I'll do is divide both sides by m. So E divided by m equals c. Now to get it completely all alone, this is where we will go ahead and take the square root of both sides. Now from the principle of square roots, I'll have plus or minus the square root of E divided by m. So you can really think of this as two different ones. That c equals the square root of e all over m, and c equals the negative square root of e over m.